Hello everybody. So at the minute we're all being told to self-isolate, socially distance, all these sort of in words that one day we'll look back on and imagine how we ever did it. And how did we do it? Reading, for me writing, but things have had to change a little bit because my paperback of I Am Dust comes out in just over 3 weeks and it's going to be a little bit different how you can get hold of it. Amazon understandably are only stocking food, so a supermarket, so new books are not being stocked, so you're going to have to go to your independent bookstore, possibly order direct from Arenda. Also the audiobook is being created as I speak, so you can sit back and listen to the words, but until then I thought I would read you the opening extract of I Am Dust, which is set in a theatre, and at the moment that's a little bit kind of sad for me because I work in a theatre, which is where I got the idea from. I'm a theatre usher, and in light of circumstances at the minute, obviously the theatre is closed, so I'm out of work, missing my team, really sad. So I'm really getting lost in writing the next book, just so you know, and hopefully by then things will be back to normal. But for now, to whet your appetite, I'm going to do a little reading from I Am Dust. I'm going to read the opening extract, hopefully get you hooked, get you out there, get you supporting your independent bookstores, supporting Arenda Books, supporting me, therefore kind of supporting all authors. I've got a big launch coming online here on Facebook, and you can come watch me talk about the book, a bit of Q&A, a few readings, maybe a few guests, some wine. You'll have to bring your own. Finding other ways obviously to promote, share it, and we'll be doing a big giveaway of other books that are out in April with authors. We're trying to gang together, support one another, yeah, through these very strange, uncharted times. So this is a reading from I Am Dust and the extract of the prologue, the opening. You three never be under one roof. This was one of the last messages before the three teenagers went their separate ways, one of the last messages of the game. Sitting cross-legged in a circle, Jess, Ryan and Chloe wore Macbeth costumes. Jess's red velvet dress was damp beneath her arms. Ryan wore his crown as if he was saying he was the leader tonight. Chloe wore her long witch robes, but she had flung the itchy wig into the backstage cupboard. The final show of the season had finished hours earlier, to rapturous applause. Now it was time to play the game one last time. When they began over a month ago, Ryan had called it a game and he had told them the rules. But along the way they had bent them to fit their needs. We'll shut down if it gets weird, they'd agreed. We're in control, they had said. Chloe now knows they all lied. Not only to one another by saying they would end it if necessary, but to themselves. Over that summer, morbid curiosity, youthful bravado, couldn't say that, and teenage love had joined them on a dusty stage in a church. Now autumn was just a breath away. Now the dying August sun could barely penetrate the boarded up windows and light the room. Ryan had left a lamp on in the nearby backstage room and it filtered gently through. Last time then, he said, positioning the alphabet letters in a circle. Last time, repeated Jess. Last time, said Chloe softly. Ryan lit 3 candles. The third one wouldn't ignite easily. He managed on the third match. 3, 3, 3. It had always been 3. Chloe tried not to cry. So much ending, so much change. She wasn't ready. They put their fingers on top of the upturned glass in the centre of the circle. Is there anyone here with us tonight? Asked Ryan as he had many times. Nothing happened. Chloe smiled, wondering if the spirits liked to tease to make their audience wait. Eventually, a slow, seductive scrape drew their eyes down. The glass moved from letter to letter, spelling out messages from beyond. Chloe smiled. She knew who was moving it so deliberately. This was the one she liked to talk to. The glass stilled for a moment as though the ownership had switched and the new owner had taken a breath. She saw him like she had that first time. So long ago it seemed now. He was sitting behind Ryan, cross-legged, a teenage boy, grinning, face bloody, the crimson flow from a ragged gash across his forehead pretty in the flickering light. The glass continued moving and spelled out the words. Chloe knew these words were the beginning of the end of their friendship, the end of this, the end of childhood, because they were all different now. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed that, please pre-order I Am Dust from independent bookstores and Orenda, and in ebook on Amazon and everywhere else, and coming soon in audiobook.